Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to cover a brand new crypto hardware wallet that is coming out in December. There's a lot of hype around this hardware wallet. I'm going to cover the Cobo Vault. Now this is a sponsor review because a team reached out and asked me if I was interested. After they told me what this is capable of, I said yes because I am interested. So the team makes a lot of claims in terms of how robust this is. It meets military grade ruggedness. It is waterproof. It self-destructs if people tamper with it, among other things. So today I'm going to unbox this, show you guys what this is about, and cover the team and give you a little bit of breakdown of how this came to be, and give you my final thoughts on, is this better than a Ledger Nano S, which I am currently using, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are too. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Now, as soon as you open the box, you see two things. You do see the hardware wallet itself. It does have a big 4-inch screen, and if you look at it, there is no ports at all. There is a power button. There's actually a camera, and I'll explain what that's used for. But as you can see, no USB. There is also no Wi-Fi, no NFC, no Bluetooth. The only way you can access this is through QR code, which dynamically changes. So they're serious about security. The only port that's on here, you see that there's a little access door right here. There's a TF card that you can put in if you need to upgrade the firmware. Otherwise, there is no physical way to get into here. And if you see, there's no screws either. So if someone wanted to open this up and tamper with it, it's pretty much impossible. And because of their encryption, if someone tried to do that, say even within the supply chain space, this will self-destruct, which is kind of cool. Also, you have a detachable battery, and that actually attaches on magnetically. So that is also pretty cool. There's no latches, nothing like that. It just goes on magnetically. And the team says this is done because batteries fail. Okay, a lot of times the batteries, for whatever reason, over time, they degrade or they start leaking or something else happens to the battery. And in this case, you can just replace the battery and it does not affect the hardware wallet itself. So that is also very, very cool. Okay, what's next? Down here, you do have an instruction book and an instruction manual. You do have this, and this is kind of cool. This is for the recovery key. They call it the mnemonic recovery phrase, and this is completely made out of aluminum. So they don't claim it, but I'm pretty sure this is somewhat fire resistant, where they also give you aluminum tabs to create your words. This is a 24-word phrase that you can store in here. So this is very cool. Then you do get a charger or a charging dock, and this is where you store your battery. So as you can see, you can put that in there, and that looks pretty good if you put on your desk, and it is using USB-C, which they do give you here. And what else do you get? You do get a little screwdriver, which is used for this, because if you want to store in the little letters, you have to unscrew this. And also you can use this when you do need to access that little compartment right there, or the little door for the TF card. All right, so you do get these. What else do you get in this kit? This thing is really the bread and butter of this in terms of protection. This is a case that you would use to store both the battery and the wallet itself. And look at that, there's two compartments for both. And so if you wanted to store it, you would basically put your battery here, you put your hardware wallet here, and you would close it. And you would close it like that. This thing is really heavy and it feels extremely strong. I feel confident that if you drop this on the floor, you threw it 10 feet in the air and it landed, that this will still be okay. And because of this construction, it looks like it's somewhat fire resistant. It is supposed to be waterproof, and it makes sure that your battery is separated from your hardware wallet. So if for whatever reason something happens, if this leaks, corrodes, it it won't get on your hardware wallet. And that is the reason why they made the two separate here. And that is very, very cool. All right. I mean, honestly, you feel this in your hands. This feels like solid. This feels really solid. This is heavy duty. You see the etching, Cobo Vault. That looks really cool. All right. So what else do you get in here? Besides all this, you do get this, which is basically the aluminum letters. I have already opened some of this, so you look at, so there's your A's, and then here's B's and K's. So these are the little letters that you would use for your recovery phrase that you would store into this little kind of like tablet type thing. So that's what you get when you get one of these Cobo Vaults. That's everything you get in the box. You do get a whole bunch of stuff. So you get a dock for charging, you get a USB cable, you get a little Allen wrench, you get this recovery key tablet thing that you can store your mnemonic recovery key, you get a little instruction book, you get a little screwdriver right here. You definitely get this heavy duty case, and of course you get the hardware wallet itself and the detachable battery. And that's pretty much it in terms of what you get in this kit. So this is what it looks like after you have set it up. And the setup process is lengthy. It does ask you a whole bunch of questions. It does want you to write down your mnemonic phrase, obviously, and put it into here. It wants you to set a password. It wants you to set biometrics in terms of a pattern that you would use to get in. And it wants you to sync up with your mobile app, the Cobo Vault app. Right now, that Vault app is not available, but when this is available on the market, it will be available for download in the App Store and the Android Play Store. And after you have done that, this is what it looks like in the menu. You can add or hide coins, sync the mobile device, meaning the mobile app that you're using, settings, and about. Now, right now, because this is pre-production, it only shows Ethereum test and Ethereum. Cobo plans on adding up to 8 coins upon release, and that includes Tron and EOS. But after that, they're going to add a lot more. Sync mobile, this is a QR code. You would use your mobile app and actually scan this QR code, and that's how the two syncs. And then in the settings, you could change around a few things in terms of your password, your pattern lock, restore, and you see a whole bunch of other things in here. And that's pretty much it. Now, you might be thinking, well, how is this used in conjunction with the mobile app? Well, once you sync up this with the mobile app, the only way to access this is through QR codes. I mentioned that. So if you want to actually receive or send any kind of cryptos, you would do so on the address within your Vault app. And let me show you what it looks like. This is the Vault app that is on my Android device right now. You see the same wallets on here, and each one has a send and receive, right? So if someone wanted to send you something, obviously you would give them your address and they would send it here. Once it is sent here, you want to sync it up to your hardware wallet. How you would do that, you would click on this little button and it gives you a barcode, and on here you would click on the scan. And this is why there is a camera here. So you would use this and scan the QR code from your app. And afterwards, it'll say the address synced, and your cryptos and the private keys are now moved to here. And anytime that you send from your mobile app, say you're sending ETH or BTC or EOS or something to someone else, you actually have to scan it before it sends. So that's where the security, kind of like two-factor authentication, comes in. Not only is this used to store your private keys, but it's also used when you want to send something out. So this is the reason why this is super secure according to Cobo, because there is no way to hack this. The only way to get funds in and out of here is actually through this communication, through this QR code communication. There is no other way to hack this. You can't steal this and plug this in somewhere. You can't open this case up because basically there's no way to open it. And even if you brute forced it and open this up, the bank grade encryption chip in here will self-destruct and this becomes useless. Well, what happens after that? If, let's say, this gets lost, stolen, or it self-destructs, what do? You can always purchase another one and then use your recovery key to restore your wallet. Now that I've shown you guys what you get inside the box and what the hardware wallet looks like, let's take a look at a few other things. This is the website, the Cobo Vault website, where it kind of gives you a bit more information about what you're getting. First thing you'll notice is it says military grade durability. It gives you a lot of standards, which I don't know too much about, but it does meet the US military standard and IP68 waterproof rating and IQ 10 certification. Great. It also tells you about the next generation security, proprietary bank grade encryption chip with tailored firmware that meets BIP 323944 and ensures that your private key is stored in this encryption chip at all times. Great. Now, the next part is very important, secure data transfer. Because there is no Wi-Fi, no Bluetooth, no NFC, and no USB, basically there is no way for hackers to hack into the hardware wallet. The only way they would be able to do it is if they had your passcode for both your wallet and your mobile app and had it both, and that's the only way they can do it. Otherwise, there is no other way. This setup with QR codes is definitely a first in the industry. I haven't seen any other hardware manufacturer or hardware wallet or any wallet providers that offers this kind of data transfer, and it's truly unique. Now, besides the fact that hackers can't hack in, they also thought of other things that, according to them, give a 360-degree protection of everything. So it has a self-destruct mechanism to provide side channel attacks, web authentication to prevent supply chain attacks, and firmware upgrade via TF card for maximum security, multi-security, and elimination of USB ports. So basically, they're saying they thought of everything and there is really no way to hack this thing. And in terms of tokens, there goes support BTC, Bitcoin Cash, Dash, Litecoin, Ethereum Classic, Tron, and EOS. And that's interesting because you haven't seen many hardware wallets that actually support Tron and EOS, and they will support all ETH, Tron, and EOS tokens as well. And of course, they plan on expanding beyond that later on. And I've already shown you guys what's in the box, and that's pretty much what you see on the website. However, I want to mention a few other things. First of all, the Indiegogo site, and this is their crowdfunding site. And right now, they are trying to they're trying to reach a goal of $20,000. Now, I already asked, because this confused me, I asked the team, I'm like, why is this necessary? Because according to this PR, they already raised $13 million to build out their Cobo wallet and the Vault hardware wallet. So they already got $13 million funding. So what is the point of trying to raise $20,000 on Indiegogo? And the team answered, well, this is actually just to build awareness and actually give an opportunity for fans and for people interested and to get in cheaper, because during this crowdfunding, they are selling each Cobo Vault for $299 versus their regular price of $479. So this is just basically a marketing attempt by the team to actually get the word out and actually help the community to get this device for cheaper. And afterwards, they will be selling it at the full price of $479. This $20,000 is not something that they need to develop this. They already have this developed and they already got funding for it. So I just want to make that clear because that kind of confused me. Now I have this URL in the description of this video. So if those of you guys that are interested in a Cobo Vault, definitely click on it and take advantage of this before this maxes out, because it's already at 48% within just a few days. Now, the last thing I want to cover is the team. Like, who are these guys, right? Where did they come from? And what kind of experience do they have? Well, first of all, the team already created a Cobo wallet. And this is already downloadable on iOS and Android. And I was not aware of this, but this is basically a universal wallet that you can use to store all your cryptos. So this has been around for a while, and they have already built this out. So they're layering in the hardware wallet on top of this. They have a couple cool things in here because you can vote. You can actually vote for super delegates and for block producers for both Tron and EOS straight from the wallet. So that's kind of unique. And also, they have this proof of stake investment vehicle built in where you can actually stake directly from your wallet, from your Cobo wallet, and you go get those staking rewards directly from here. So that is also pretty unique. But besides that, who are these guys, right? What are their experience level? Now, in terms of the CEO and the founder of Cobo, he is the CEO and co-founder of F2 Pool, which is one of the first and largest mining pools in China. That's pretty interesting. He is still the CEO of that company, and he's been running it for over 5 years. And of course, him being in the cryptocurrency space for such a long time, he realizes security is definitely a big thing. So that is why he started Cobo, and now he's concentrating on Cobo Vault. And besides that, he was also a former Facebook engineer, so an ex-Facebooker, which is also pretty good. Now, his counterpart, the CTO at Cobo, also worked at Cobo for the past year, but it looks like he also is an ex-Facebooker and an ex-Googler, so that's also pretty good. So in terms of the experience level of these two guys, definitely the strong point is the CEO, but it looks like both of these guys does have some good experience behind them. All right, to conclude, guys, what are my final thoughts about the Cobo Vault, and is it worth it compared to something like a Ledger Nano S? Well, obviously, because Cobo is charging a premium price, they are targeting towards those that have a substantial amount of cryptocurrency to protect. They are basically giving you peace of mind for pretty much anything you could think of. You know, hacks within the supply chain space, from the manufacturer to the shipper to the warehouse to your house. You have that peace of mind that no one has tampered with this. If they have, it would have self-destructed. They are also giving you peace of mind that it can't be hacked. There is no physical entry to this. There is no USB port of any kind. There's no NFC, no Wi-Fi, no Bluetooth. So even if this gets stolen, there is no way a hacker can hack into this and gain access to your private keys. The only way they would be able to do so is if they have your phone and your Cobo wallet and they had the passcodes to both. So that's an unlikely event. So they give you that. They also give you construction, aluminum construction, the case. They call a military grade rugged case that meets all these standards. It is waterproof. They also give you a detachable battery in case of corrosion or whatever may happen. So they're pretty much giving you peace of mind, and pretty much in their mind, what is the best? What are people that hold a substantial amount of cryptocurrency, what are they looking for? And this is it. So if you're one of those people that pretty much want the best and you have a large amount of cryptocurrency that you're currently protecting, this is something you may want to consider. Now, if you're an average investor, average holder with a smaller amount that you're protecting, something like a Ledger Nano S will be perfectly fine for your needs. This is geared for the serious traders, the serious holders. So if you're interested to learn more about the Cobo Vault, definitely check out the links in the description, including the one that goes to the Indiegogo site. And that's it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more future videos like this. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.